Hey, what's going on, my people? Thank you for tuning in with Profet Gayu, and I got a good video here for you. So check this out. I just got my Dominican driver's license. Now, for a while, I've heard from a lot of people who've had trouble getting it, who talked about it's impossible because they want to get, you have to get your driver's license apostille. It's impossible to get an apostille. I went to the embassy, and the embassy said I couldn't do it there. I got to go back to the States. But the States, they won't do it because everything operates at the state level. And that's just it. You have to go to your state. Wherever that driver's license that comes from, whether it's a state, district, territory, you have to go to that particular place and get it apostille. So once you get it apostille, it's that's the only difficult part, right? So and here's the thing. Here's what you need to get your driver's license. First, you got to have your residency, right? Whether it's permanent, temporary, you got to have your residency. Second, you got to have a cedula. So once you have your residency and your cedula, you got to go and take your driver's license. You got to make sure you get your driver's license apostille. Well, how do you get your driver's license apostille? This is how you do it. You can, one of the ways you can do, I'm sure there's more than one way to skin a cat, but one of the ways you can do it, which is what I did, is I went back to my state. I got a driver's record, just a 3-year worth of driver's record, right? Just 3 years, not the complete record, just 3 years. So on that driver's record, it'll show that your driver's license is valid. So you take that and get it apostille at the Secretary of State within that particular state, district, or territory. And once that's done, you get the apostille and the driver record translated. Once that's done, you come back to DR and you present that with your residency card, with your cedula, and with your driver's license, along with the driver record, apostille, and translation of both documents. That's all you need. That's all you need to get your Dominican driver's license. And somebody asks, well, why do I need a Dominican driver's license? I just use my driver's license from back in the States. Yeah, you can do that. Here's the thing. If you are a, how should I say, long-term tourist, right? Where you're just here on your passport. Once that 30 days is up, your ability to use that driver's license is up. So basically that driver's license is only good here as long as your visa is good here, which is just 30 days, a tourist visa. So that's why. And I know that it may not happen in all cases, but what often happens is they can actually, you can actually get fined, or if someone wants to be a butthole, they can get you in serious trouble, meaning make things harder for you, more difficult for you because you don't have the correct document. Is it enforced? Probably not. You just pay whatever your multa is, whatever your fine is, and you go on about your business. But as far as the legal way goes, that's how it is. Now, what if you have your residency? Well, your residency, your driver's license with your residency is only good for 90 days. Only good for 90 days. And once that 90 days is up, you're supposed to go out there and get your driver's license. I didn't do it within 90 days. I probably did mine. I did mine well beyond 90 days. But I did it. Because, look, this is my home. I need to go ahead and, get established in all necessary ways. However, I did remember reading a story about a foreigner that was in an accident. I think either a moto hit him or he hit the moto, whatever the two happens, which is probably the moto hitting him, but it doesn't matter because he's at a disadvantage. So until the investigation was finished, they placed him in this sort of they arrested him, and he's held until the investigation is complete. Now, from what I understand, the place that you're held when this happens is not a regular jail cell. It's actually a hotel, but they hold you there so you don't leave the country until this gets settled. So, I say that because the story that I became aware of is the man did not have a Dominican driver's license. He's actually using his foreign driver's license, but the guy was a resident. And because of that, he didn't have his Dominican driver's license. So therefore, and he was well beyond that 90 days. So therefore, he was considered a security risk. They did not want him to let him leave until the investigation was finished. And after it was finished, I don't know, I think he had to pay some money and that was it. But when you are established here and something like that happens, they are not going to look at you as being someone that is a flight risk, someone that just, instead of paying whatever fines, they don't want the fear that you will just jump and get on the plane and take off and not come back again. And I would assume that would also go for tourists who come out and who are here on the tourist visa and overstay and drive and get into a situation there. So, was the process easy? Yes. I'm telling you, out of all the different processes I've had with the government since I've been here, this is. Am I missing something else? No. This is probably the most straightforward and easiest process was getting the driver's license. Getting a Dominican driver's license is probably the easiest process I've had with the government since I've been here. It literally took me. I walked in maybe 9:30. I was walking out before 10:30. And part of that, you know what? I take that back. Because I was in a different line for a separate reason, which is nearby the Dominican DMV, which is called Intrant, which is INRANT, Intrant. So I actually walked into the building about 10 o'clock and walked out about 10:40. So 40 minutes. It took me 40 minutes to go through the process. When one may think, well, 40 minutes is a long time. No. Dominican standards, 40 minutes is fast. Because I walked in, I stayed in line to actually get in the building. I actually went in to present my documents in front of the Juridico Department of the Juris Department. So I go in there, present my documents. He looks through them. He makes a copy, sign, seal, and send me about another place where they would put things in the system, send me to another place. I paid a fee, and a fee to take out my, to exchange my, well, it's not really an exchange because you keep your U.S. driver's license, but it was only 1,900 pesos. 1,900 pesos. So that's like the equivalent of like 30-something bucks, which is what for most states what you actually pay to get your license renewed or whatever. So I did that. I paid, and after that, I went to get my picture taken, and I stayed in another. I went to another department to stay in line where they take your fingerprint and all that stuff, and get your blood type. I told him my blood type, and he was like, "Go over there." So I had to go to the Dominican Red Cross. They asked my blood type. I told them my blood type, and they were like, "What's your proof?" I'm like, "I know my blood type. I was military. I mean, you got your dog chains. You know your blood type." She said, "Well, where's your chain then?" I said, "That's the house. I don't walk around with that. What do you?" She said, "Just come over here, and we're gonna take your blood." So they took my blood and put it, very, very old school. They put it on the little disc, and I guess they look at the reaction, and they told me my blood type was. I was like, "I told you my blood type." And so they put it in the system, whatever. Then I go and wait, and then I pick up my license, and that was it. All done in 40 minutes. I mean, essentially no lines. And I went to the central office in Santo Domingo. So the process was smooth. Very, very shocked to have such a smooth government process. Because everything else has literally been like just pulling teeth, and they look at your documents and say, "Hey, there's a line through here, or this is crinkled, or you forgot this, or this should be in color, not black and white." It got all kinds of crazy stuff. So it was good to have that smooth process. But hey, I just want to put this out here because I have not seen not one video that goes over how to get a Dominican driver's license. Now, there may be someone out there who maybe just mentioned it, but like didn't focus on it. Well, I'm making a whole video to focus on it. Because you know what? Folks from a lot of countries, like I don't want to say Canada, but I believe Canada is one of them, and maybe some other foreign countries, where they can go to the embassy here and get their driver's license apostille, and then go down to the Dominican DMV and take out their Dominican driver's license. Well, for people from the U.S., it's not that simple. If you go to the U.S. Embassy here in Santo Domingo, they're going to look at you and say, "Hey, you need to go back to the States. You need to deal with your state." Because it's a state process. Because every state operates differently. Every state, district, and territory issues their appropriate driver's license. So therefore, you got to go to that particular issuing authority to get your document, and then that particular state, district, or territory will do the apostille. There it is. So I hope I answered some questions. Maybe some of you were thinking about how to get my Dominican driver's license. Some of you probably like, "I don't even care because I don't care about none of that. I'm cool with my foreign driver's license." By making these videos for the people out there who thought about it, who are looking to figure out how to do it, and they can visit this video 2, 3, 4, 5 years from now and be like, "Yo, Profe Gallo, he talked about that," and there it is. So I hope you got something from this video. If not, I hope you just at least enjoyed getting the information. Please give me a like, comment. If you have any questions, let me know. Subscribe. Share with your family, share with your friends, share with your colleagues. And I'll be putting out more content real soon. Peace.